I'll just two to each one, two to each one. Right, for now. Eventually you're just gonna free trill it, but for now, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, just the way it's written.
Do I use the thumb or do I?
Well, you know what? I tend my trills. I learned this from one of my teachers. If you have a good 3-2 trill, use 3-2. But I tend to go 3-2 3-1 3-2 3-1, and I'm not sure that would really work at the end with the turn. Let's see. I use a kind of tricky fingering that gives me a really shimmering trill. 3-2 3-1. Yeah, if you're not used to that and it's strange, 3-2 3-2 is probably the best way to go.
That looks nice and difficult.
Yeah, I learned that from a teacher. It kind of can do an astounding trill, but you have to practice it. But the most straightforward fingering is 3-2 3-2, like they say. And you know, kind of group them. You know, I make little like undulations because, you know, you can't freeze up your hand, can you? I'm always shaping my trill like I'm hearing a melody line, you know, even those two notes. Yeah, right, without making so much an accent, but a slight dip. There's a slight dip to that trill, isn't there? Lighten your left hand. The left hand has to be light. Yeah, make sure you get the right notes in the left hand.
Oh.
Make sure 2 to each 16th. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. That was better. It wasn't perfect, but it's better. Because you do have to group the trill. You have to group those. There's so many notes. To group them is very important in the way you hear it. And remember, you're behind tempo now. So when we go into tempo, you'll hardly hear 2 to everyone. You'll just be going like a, you know, just go. It'll just go. It won't be any more so measured when you go very fast. It'll just be like a bird trill. I mean, it'll just chirp away. But when you practice it, you should do a measured trill. You should. Yeah, that's very important. They actually write it out for you. But I think this is a very interesting point, that if you trill and you freeze up your wrist and you start doing fingers, you can't group the notes anymore, musically. You can't go. I mean, that sounds beautiful to me, other than if I start freezing up my fingers and try to be like a typewriter.